Be good and kind always, even when others are not. Don't be discouraged. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the Gospel of Mark chapter 3, verses 22 to 30. And the Gospel encourages us to be good to all, even if others are not good, and even if others cannot be good, and even if others will not be good, just be good to all, so that that goodness may multiply until it even returns to us, if not in this world, in the world to come. If it does not return to me personally, may that goodness return and spread like fire to others. In other words, we are here to teach each other every day with an occasion, giving each other an occasion to be good, to help others make this world a better place. There are others who are bad because nobody taught them. And that's why you are there to teach others with your good, kind words, peaceful words. And this is how people learn the beauty of goodness and share it in their families, in their communities. People are bad because in their life maybe they have experienced only badness because of the environment which was bad. And that's why each one of us is invited to create an environment which is good, which is positive, so that we can give that beautiful, positive things we have learned from a good, positive environment of the family. And nowadays it is easy to criticize negatively, to judge, to condemn others, to speak and do negatively and badly to others. It's very easy to point fingers to others, to look at the small mistakes of others instead of looking at the small or big blessings around us. Nowadays it's easy to criticize a small act, a small mistake of the other, and to condemn others. Unfortunately, we are surrounded with a world that instead of loving and welcoming all as brothers and sisters and as friends, we unfortunately end up poisoning others with our criticisms, with our negative talk, with our negative actions. There are people who are trying to be good, but what happens is that we end up destroying others. Psychologically, we destroy others. Mentally, physically, we destroy others, even with our words and action. Emotionally, we destroy others. We destroy others, unfortunately, instead of encouraging the good in others, however little it is. We destroy and discourage the good that others are doing. When all that happens around us, let us remember that even Jesus, who is God, was not exempted from such kind of negative criticism. He also felt hesitations. Like in today's gospel, Jesus went around healing, doing good, and casting out, exorcising. He did an exorcism, casting out the negative bad spirits which were bound to us. Sometimes we may have our small or big bad spirits in us, and we have to be humble enough and release ourselves before the Lord, so that He can release us from these bad negative spirits that kind of enchain us, entangle us, they catch us, and we cannot live our life to the full. We cannot love as God loves. Every time we are not loving as God loves, we are in the chains. We are possessed with a negative spirit. Every time we don't do good, we are possessed with a negative spirit. Anytime we think negatively of others, we are possessed with a negative spirit and not a positive spirit. So today Jesus is mad. He kind of kicks out the negative, exercises, kicks off the negative spirit. Now, instead of people rejoicing that finally, personally, the person is free, is happy, he can live his life to the full, we see the others also criticizing Jesus. They don't acknowledge the power of Jesus. And this is absurd. Imagine Jesus is freeing, is casting out a demon, and is being accused as doing this in the name of the Beelzebul, in the name of the demons. How can a demon cast out a demon and free and turn into good? Demons and evil spirits are always on the side of bad, but what Jesus did was good. He freed the person. The person was happy and free again. The demons will always entangle and keep the person always chained. My brother, my sister, be attentive. Open your eyes and don't allow the negative spirit to entangle you, and free others from the negative spirit, the way Jesus freed others from the who were possessed by negative, bad thoughts, bad spirits, like this man. We too have the power in us by our baptism and confirmation to free others from any negative talk, any negative thought, any negative action. And the best way to free others is that let our good actions speak louder than many words. When we are surrounded by many negative people, the only thing that will speak to the hearts of these people is our good actions. Many good actions, however small or big they are. That is what will eventually, slowly by slowly, penetrate the heart of the evil ones. And at the end of it all, the good will triumph over evil. When we are surrounded by good, negatives and bad evil has no space. Let's remember one thing, dear friends, that no matter what we do, good or not good or bad, there will always be people who have their minds negative and poisoned, who will always find anything bad with what we do. There will always be people who never appreciate the good we do. We don't do things to please others. Our goodness we do to please God and to help another, the God present in other people. And that is what surrounds us. That there are people who will never appreciate, however much you do good or not good, they will never appreciate. Just know that, unfortunately, there are people who are even jealous for nothing. Just jealous because you are a very good person and they cannot reach your level. Don't be discouraged about that. Rise above that. Let your goodness rise above that. And just help those people if you can, and it takes time, just help them. But the best way to help them is to continue doing good. So in such situations, dear friends, do not be discouraged. Just do good. Be sweet to people. Be nice to people. Be kind to people. Be peaceful to people in such circumstances. Just be loving, even if others are not loving, even if others will not love, even if others cannot love and cannot be good. Just be good to people. Do not be discouraged. Humanly speaking, there's a tendency to get discouraged. Don't be discouraged by the criticisms and rejections of others. Never stop doing good works. May we abound and live in good works. And that is what we are, who we are. We are good, and God created us in His goodness so that we can share that goodness with ourselves and share the goodness with our brothers and sisters near or far. Another thing to keep in mind, that always recognize the good in others, even the good in your enemies. Even when people hate you, recognize their good. First of all, this is the best way to disarm them, to teach them, but always recognize the good, however small it is, in that bad person that is harming you, that doesn't wish you well. Appreciate the people who are doing good in your family, in your community. Follow every good example, their good example, and avoid destroying the good of others, however small it is. Appreciate someone today, and let us fill our world with goodness, not badness, with sweetness, not bitterness, with kindness, with love and not hatred, with forgiveness and peace, and not war, and not unforgiveness, but with forgiveness and peace. And let us remember that Jesus is here today with His Spirit to destroy the power of the evil of the devil. Our God is so powerful than the devil put together. He's more powerful. He's the creator of the universe, and is here to touch every vein of our bodies, our minds and hearts, and to free us and to make us whole, holy and complete again, and happy again. Let us just open our hearts and allow God and His goodness to take possession of our lives, transforming it into everything that is good, noble, and beautiful. Blessings from Bethlehem, dear friends.